Hey boo, hey, welcome back to your girl's channel. Y'all, for today's video, you ever had a crazy neighbor? Or just a neighbor you just didn't understand, or it was just a complicated situation to live in? Homegirl got a crazy neighbor and she's sick of this junk. So let's get into it.
On today's episode of My Crazy Neighbor, you guys didn't believe me, so I have all the videos here for you. That first bag was fried chicken. Alright, in this box we had a bunch of open food containers and then a loaf of bread on top. So nice, so sweet. Okay, and then this was the next day after. Look, she brought over a whole bunch of clothes on hangers, just random stuff. The next one, this is the funny one. This is where she's pacing back and forth along my driveway and put glass behind it. And she's just dropping off a trash bag over there too, just for funsies. I didn't go outside and pick up those bags of clothes because I was told not to by the cops and the HOA. So the next day, she just brought some more stuff over too. This was the one I just posted about that had a bunch of rotten eaten food and then half a bag of flour. You'll love this one. You may be wondering why she has duct tape in her hand. Well, let me tell you, she started duct taping my doors, my windows, and then, here's the kicker. Are you guys ready? Let's see what she tapes next. My camera. So sweet of her.
Okay, so it would seem like maybe the lady is just being nice. Maybe she's just being generous. So that's my first impression. Okay, she's just a sweet lady. She's bringing this girl clothes and stuff. But the rotten food and stuff, and now you duct taping, stuff is getting weird. Okay? What you duct taping my windows for? Now you dropping off a bunch of stuff, I would kind of understand that. Kind of. Because people are nice. They don't want to throw it away, so they'll give it to somebody else. Something like that. But I don't know.
On today's episode of My Crazy Neighbor, we have a whole bunch of stuff she left outside, so let's go see what we got today. Wow, look at all of this. We have old moldy spinach. We have some random plants stuff in here. Corn. This is an empty gallon of milk, an empty gallon of yogurt stuff, and some old clothes.
I do believe in witchcraft and stuff, and people be putting witchcraft over items and things like that. So at the same token, the police are right. Don't touch that junk. You don't know what the hell going on, okay? But some of that stuff look usable.
Half a bag of flour. This is insane, and I don't know what to say. They've given her multiple citations. She's renting, so I guess they've gone to the homeowner. This is crazy. And everyone's saying it could be mental health stuff. I totally get it. She could have dementia, Alzheimer's, or just have a psychotic break. According to the owners of the house, they said that is not true. The cops said she's mentally stable as well. So there's literally no reason for any of this, and it's just not stopping. And I think it's just frustrating because this stuff is left outside my house, and I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna touch it. There's a huge box. There's so much stuff out there, and I'm not gonna touch it. And I've asked her to stop. It's just not stopping. You guys want a crazy neighbor update? I called the cops, called the HOA. The HOA gave her a citation. Cops talked to her, told her to knock the shit off. Well, I just got home from taking my daughter to school, and there was a lovely gift on my front porch. A whole bunch of open food containers, open bottles, a whole bunch of trash, and then a loaf of bread on top. I'm not touching any of these boxes. The HOA is on their way over right now to get the box, bring it back over, and tell her to get the shit out and give another citation. They're also going to grab the rest of the stuff because there's a trash bag outside my house that's hers as well. And the funny thing is all of this is on camera, so there's no denying it's her, there's no excuses. And she does not own the property, she's currently renting it. So initially the HOA was having a problem getting in touch with her because they had to talk to the owners who had to talk to her. But now they're in touch with her. And in the meantime, I just don't know what to do. I do have a very good security system. We're good on that end. It's always armed, doors, everything's always locked. I do think it's some kind of mental health thing, or she is maybe a little elderly. Doesn't look like that old though. Either way, someone needs to take care of it.
What y'all think this lady is doing this for? Y'all think it's a psychotic or mental or something like that? Or y'all think she just don't like this little white wench living next to her? God forgive me. Let me not call this girl names. But I'm thinking as like from the woman's point of view. Like, I don't want this white wench living next to me. Let me make her as uncomfortable as I can to make her leave. Why are you doing this, boo? Make it make sense. I'm sure y'all got garbage cans and stuff. Like, why she don't just take it to the Goodwill? What would you do about it? Would you pick up the stuff? Would you leave it out there? What would you do? Or would you do the same thing that this Caucasian woman is doing? What would y'all do?
I fear I have a crazy neighbor. This is not good. Not good at all. I got a notification that there was someone at my doorbell. I was not home. And when I looked on my doorbell camera, there was someone trying to like yank open my door. So I talk through the camera and I say, hello, can I help you? The lady was like, is Jared here? I need to speak to Jared. I was like, sorry, Jared doesn't live here. She was like, well, then where the F does Jared live? She's like yelling. And I was like, I don't know Jared. I don't know where Jared lives. I was like, girlie, I don't know Jared, but he's not here, doesn't live here. And she was like, is this Frida? And I was like, no, this is not Frida. So she leaves. Comes back 15 minutes later. Same thing, wiggling my doorknob. Again, I said, can I help you? She said, Frida, I need to speak to Frida and Jared.
This has to be some type of psychotic break. It's like I don't know. Jared must be her ex-husband, her husband, and Frida done stole this man. There's no way that this lady is just bothering this woman. And this is why it's good to have cameras outside your door so you can catch all this and have evidence for the police. This woman has a child in her house. She got a child. And you trying to get in my house looking for Frida and Jared? Hell no, B. That's how people get pow, 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 pow. Child, y'all better stop playing with people. She better be glad this Caucasian lady look like she not about that life. Because any other person will be pow-powing you, Jared, and Frida.
I said, again, you got the wrong house. It's not me. Can you please leave? So they leave. And then the next day, I go outside to go on a walk, and there's a box on my porch. It's like an Amazon box, and it has duct tape on it. It wasn't addressed to me. I was like, what's in here? So I open it up. It was a plant, which was nice. Next to the plant, there was a bottle of liquid and then like 6 coffee cups. So I look at my doorbell camera and it has the same lady coming and leaving the stuff on my porch. I rinse the bottle of liquid out, I take the coffee cups and everything, I leave a note that said, thank you so much, I don't need anything, but thank you for the gesture, I appreciate it, and I put it back on her porch. Because on the doorbell camera, I saw exactly where she was coming from. And then, that same night, another box was left on my porch. This time, it had a trash bag in it, and in that trash bag was chicken wings. Fried chicken wings in a trash bag. And I got to thinking, I was like, is this a nice gesture? I don't know.
Don't even take nobody's food because there's witchcraft and all type of poison and stuff going on with that too. So don't. But if we was good neighbors and you gonna bring me some food, don't leave it on my porch. I need you to put it in my hand. Why would you put it on the floor in a bag? This woman is doing too damn much. At first I thought, okay, she's a friendly neighbor. She want to be cool and give you stuff. No, you pushing it, woman. You pushing it. Jared and Frida don't live here and we don't want no more of your stuff. Go away.
The next morning, I come outside and there's a bunch of stuff lined up on my garage. Again, this is all on my cameras. Up against my garage, there's 2 full-size mirrors. There's a circle around mirror and then a bunch of artwork lined up all across my garage. Not mine. I checked the camera. 10 p.m. at night, someone's wandering around my driveway, lining up all of their furniture, taking from their garage and putting it in front of mine. So in the morning, I move everything and put it on the side of their house. It's not mine. No one asked if I wanted it. You don't just leave stuff outside a stranger's house. Then, the next day, I open my garage to pull out, and I heard a crunching sound. I go to look, and there's glass shards lined up all along my driveway. And then there's a trash bag full of stuff sitting next to it. So I called the cops, called the HOA. They're sorting it out. But what in the world?
You playing with me now, ho. I tried to be nice and call you a woman, but you playing with me now, ho. Okay? Why are you trying to pop my ties? Why are you playing with me like this? What did I do to make you this annoying towards me? Like, why you keep bothering me? This woman got a whole child. Is she trying to get rid of stuff out of her home. She trying to declutter. What are you doing? Because this ain't the way to do it. But I don't care what the police and other people say. This woman cuckoo, she got something going on up there. She may be able to get it together for a few minutes while she's talking to people. I think, yeah, she might be able to snap into normalcy. But nah, home lady ain't there. This is fighting stuff. Now we got to go head to head, toe to toe. Because what the hell I look like to you? Now you putting glass behind my tires? Put them up and gloves on. Because we about to box it out, sis. Care how old your ass is. You playing with me and my life right now.
On today's episode of My Crazy Neighbor. You see, I initially thought this too. That's why I gave her so many chances. And the first 5 times she was leaving stuff fine. But when it escalated to putting glass shards all along my driveway and then duct taping my doors, my windows, my camera, too much. The police have reconfirmed multiple times this is not mental health. Her family has confirmed this is not mental health. I have literally done nothing to her. I've had 2 conversations with her ever. 1, when I very first moved in, introduced myself. 2 was the first time she left stuff and I asked her politely to stop. It's purely vindictive. And to answer everyone's questions, no one has lived here before. It's a brand new build house I'm living in. She is renting the one next door. So after the whole duct taping my property incident, the cops came, HOA came. Cops said that it is trespassing and harassment and vandalism. HOA and owners of that house came and they did a formal eviction. That was on September 16th and it was a 10-day eviction. She has no intention of moving out. She is here for good. So I don't know what happens next in the eviction process because she has no moving boxes, nothing. And the other day, tried leaving more stuff outside my house again. Thankfully, my doorbell camera alerted me. So I texted the HOA lady and I was like, hey, she's leaving stuff outside my house now. She's like, oh, I'm on property. I'll come on over. I'll do a part 2 to this with all the videos of her and the HOA lady from the other day. On today's episode of My Crazy Neighbor, she was formally evicted. The HOA was here, homeowners, and the police came, and she was given the formal eviction. And then the very next day, she comes to leave more stuff outside my house. The doorbell camera alerted me. I texted the HOA lady and I was like, hey, she's leaving stuff outside right now. She's like, great, I'm on property, headed over. And here's the videos from that for your viewing pleasure.
Yes, and so is your neighbor's porch.
Okay, how can I do that?
Because it's in your lease.
It's not in the lease. Go show me the lease and then I will.
Well, I know that they emailed you about the lease, but it's all in your lease.
No, you can push me out. You go call the cops.
We did already call the police.
Because I'm
You cannot. This is not your property. You don't own this, and you're a renter. This is the homeowners association. Manage it all here.
how did you see me? Because I'm wondering, do you have cameras?
We do.
Where are those cameras?
There's cameras throughout the community, and some of the neighbors on the board.
I'm right here.
This is not your property. Your property only for your renter, for you, the owner.
Okay, what I'm going to do.
Since then, has not left anything around my house, but that was after the police came 3 times. And her main question of all of it was, how do you guys see me? How are you seeing me? Are there cameras? Yeah, there's cameras. You covered mine. And there's cameras all over. But happy to share, for now, it has stopped. And we'll see if she leaves on her eviction date.
This is crazy. And did y'all understand what the lady was saying? The lady who was leaving stuff? I understood the HOA lady, but I didn't understand the black woman who was actually dropping the stuff up. I didn't understand much of what she was saying. So if y'all did, let me know. I mean, I understand she made it clear that she was asking about the cameras and stuff, how y'all see me. Why don't you tell us why you're doing this? Forget them cameras. Most places have cameras all over the place. Why are you doing this? You playing too much. Okay, you got too much stuff that you're trying to drop off to this woman's porch. Leave her and her damn porch alone.
Here's a crazy neighbor update you've all been waiting for. Her eviction date was last week. She didn't move out. Of course not. Why would she move out? I don't know what is going on in that house. But last week, the police and fire trucks were out there. On the back of my house, I have a camera. The fire truck people had a ladder going up to her upstairs window. There was no fire in the house. And there were like random people climbing out of the room. People I have never seen before that do not live there. I'll show you a picture. The camera didn't get the whole thing. We just have a picture of it. All right. I don't know if you could see, but it's up here. They like popped the screen out of the window. There's a ladder and they were getting people out of it. texted the HOA lady and I was like, hey, do you know what happened here? She didn't know what happened either. And I was like, yeah, I've never seen them before, but also why the window and why not the front door? And she's like, yes, so many questions. But anyways, I have no idea if, when she ever plans on leaving. But most importantly, she has not left anything outside of my house ever again. After the police got involved, that stopped. So maybe I should have got the police involved initially. But I was trying to like give her the benefit of the doubt. But it was getting a little sketchy. And I am very glad the police were involved.
I'm like her. I'm going to try to give you the benefit of the doubt until stuff just start getting too weird. And I damn sure wouldn't know what to do dealing with a neighbor like that because, yeah, that would start to drive me a little crazy.
For everyone wondering about a crazy neighbor update, I'm here to tell you she did not move out on her eviction date. Her lease is also up and she has not moved out. And here's the crazy thing. After the police got involved, she magically stopped leaving stuff outside my house. And for the people saying she was just being nice, no, she was not. Putting glass in someone's driveway is not nice. Taking duct tape and duct taping over someone's windows and their doors and their cameras, not nice. Putting your trash outside someone's house is not nice. And it's just crazy. I can tell her a million times to stop. The HOA can tell her a million times to stop. But she did not stop until the police were involved. But she hasn't had a problem not doing it since the police stepped in. And we have talked to the family, again, multiple times, and they have confirmed it has nothing to do with mental health. They said she's just not a nice person.
How y'all talk to the family? Girl, how you talk to her family when you only talk to her 2 times? But you talking to her family? Tell me how. And if even the family is saying she ain't crazy, she just a bitch, then that woman is just a bitch, okay? And she played too damn much because this is a weird way of annoying somebody. I mean, it's good because it'll piss me the fuck off too. But who the fuck does this? It's weird as hell. Girl, get your shit, your trash, all your dumpster shit and get the fuck off my porch.
I said, I'm not going to speak ill of my family, but this isn't unusual for her. And if it is mental health, fine. I feel sorry that she's going through whatever she's going through. But again, she hasn't put anything outside my house since the police got involved. But I don't know if she ever plans on actually moving out. I know that the eviction process is a long one, but now she's passed an eviction date and a lease end date. But that's none of my business. As long as she's not bothering me, I don't care. I have the best news for you guys. You know, my neighbor, my lovely, lovely neighbor who kept putting all her trash and stuff outside my front door, the one who duct taped my doors, my windows, my cameras, didn't leave when she was evicted. She has now moved out. I was leaving my house on Saturday and there was a dumpster outside her house and people just throwing trash bags into it. So I get to talking with them. Girly Pop finally left, and when she left, she trashed the house. Like trashed it. Like shattered all the mirrors on the walls. Completely destroyed it, they said. Which really sucks for them, for the owners, because it's a brand new build house and she had only been living there for 6 months. But I wasn't the only one having problems with her, I learned. She wasn't paying rent. She was very disrespectful to them. They said she was just like a blatantly, like really rude, mean person. And they really regretted the decision to rent to her. Which like really scares me from ever renting my house. I don't know if I ever would, but just in general, I don't want to end up in like a bad situation like that. And since they were the homeowners, every time the HOA was fining her for leaving stuff like outside my house and putting trash everywhere, they were the ones having to pay for those fines. But anyways, now I need a new neighbor. And I only want a good one this time.
Child, this is wild. So she was pissing everybody off, okay? She was just a wench to everybody. She was a witch. She was a BITC witch. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Some people are just miserable, and misery loves company. They want to make you as miserable as them for whatever reason, and whatever way they can do that. Girl, go get some therapy. Like, I don't know what be wrong with people. I don't know if it's because they had a hard life or I don't know. But that woman made it harder on herself to rent again. That is going to follow you on your renter's record. When you try to rent again, all of that, they be putting notes up in there now. They be giving details on what your ass did. So, y'all can't be doing this. All this gonna go on your credit, homegirl. So before y'all leave houses, no matter how mad or angry you are, remember, it's going to fall back on you. All the damage and stupid stuff that you choose to do is going to fall back on you one way or another. The homeowners have to deal with a lot of bull crap too, because it's their home. But at the end of the day, it's going to go on your credit. They got to deal with the finances and just getting it all together, but it's going to go on your credit, boo. You going to owe them something. You are. And as far as the lady owning her home, oh my God. Let me find out. I just bought a home. Me and my baby girl. And this what I'm dealing with? Brand new home? That's some scary stuff. Because if she'll tape my windows and tape my doors and all of that and my camera, she'll put my house on fire. That's the type of person you dealing with. So I hope you do get a good, better neighbor. Y'all be careful of y'all neighbors. You know, the peeping toms and all the weird stuff. Y'all be on the lookout, okay? And don't always fully trust your neighbors. They be creeps and weirdos sometimes too. And be careful of what you talking about with them and sharing with these people, because jealousy and envy, it's real. And it's getting even more serious as the years go on. So be careful with getting comfortable with your neighbors and your friends and your family. Child, these people don't like you. These people don't like you. And they're going to dump all their trash on your porch if they could. Who the hell does that? I just can't understand this. I bet that woman's house was full of stuff. I bet she was like a hoarder or something. Because why you got all this much stuff to just give away and to just have and to just leave when you trash the place? What did you take? What important stuff did you take? She said that they were throwing out bags of stuff. So what did you actually take with you? I don't know, y'all. Tell me, what kind of person is that? But whatever. That ain't none of my problem. Y'all be on the lookout for your crazy neighbors as well. If you think something suspicious or something, and if you don't have cameras on your house, I'm telling y'all now, that is a very important thing. Y'all can put them inside your house too if you want to. I don't know if I'm ready for all that. But have a camera on the outside of your house, in the front and in the back, on the sides too, depending on how big your house is, okay? Try to get every angle as best you can, because these mother suckers out here, they crazy. They crazy, and it's getting crazier. And that's what I got for y'all. Protect yourselves and your children and your family. I love y'all. Don't forget to give me a like if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you like me. And I hope to catch you in the next one.